So I fixed it.
So recording. Alright, so like I said, we're looking at guided practice number 1 on page 256. Alright? Make sure you're reading the directions on what we're looking for. So what we're going to do, we're going to open our GeoGebra. And we want GeoGebra.org and we want the classic version. So is everybody on the classic version so that their screen looks like this?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Alright, so when you're on this page, what we want is we need to create a table so that we can plug these values in for this table. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and in our drop down menu, so we hit these shapes, it brings out kind of some options here. If we look down, the fourth one says spreadsheet, we want that version. So then it should bring up a spreadsheet. Alright, and what we're going to type into the spreadsheet is our numbers. So, okay, so in column A, what's going to be our independent variable?
The year.
The years, and specifically we want the years since 2003, right? So our first element, since we're going since 2003, is going to be 0. Okay, in the next column, we want 1 because 2004 is 1 year since 2003. The next one, 2, and we're going to go all the way to 2010. So
Up to 10.
we're not going up to 10, we're going up to 7, right? Because this is 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008.
2009, 2010.
2009, 2010. So, in column B, what are we going to type in?
Goals.
Our goals. So in 2003, we're at 30. 2004, we are at 23.
Yeah.
2005, 41. 2006, we're at what?
35.
35.
Yeah.
Okay. 2007,
31.
2008,
43.
2009,
33.
and 2010.
45.
Alright, so we have our table up, right? Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Alright, so next step, we're going to highlight this table and we're going to start with A1 and we're going to drag it down so that these are highlighted. Gosh darn it, get out of my way. Okay, so it should look like that, right? Everybody have that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now up on the top, you'll notice over here we have this arrow, this bar graph, 1, 2, and this E. Alright, we're going to click on the bar graph and it's going to drop down. And what we want is this 2-variable regression analysis. Okay, so we click on that. Okay, and notice what comes up.
Scatter plot.
Okay, we have our scatter plot, right? Alright, so it says scatter plot up here. We have our points. Now looking at this, what kind of correlation do we have?
Positive.
Positive. Now is it a very strong correlation?
No.
Okay, it is positive, but I would say it's fairly weak. So is our model going to be super, like, reliable?
No.
Okay, no, but we can still get a model. So notice on the screen down at the bottom it says regression model, right? Well, what kind of regression are we looking at? What kind of equations are we using with this stuff? What do we want to put on here?
A line.
A line, okay? So if we click right underneath regression model, notice it says linear. Okay, we're going to select that, and what happens?
It makes it perfect.
Okay, it puts our line as perfect as it can be, okay, our best fit line. And then the equation is y equals 1.869x plus 28.533. Alright, so if they were to ask, well, how many goals did they score in 2020? Okay, 2020 would be what year?
It'd be in 10 more years.
Okay, it'd be 10 years after 2010, right? So it would be year 17. Agreed? Okay, so what we can do, instead of writing this out on our paper, plugging it in, typing it in our calculator, notice this symbolic evaluation. If we type in 17, notice how many goals should they score in 2020?
They should score.
60, right? Right, is everybody, you type that in, is that what comes out? Right, hopefully. Okay, now,
My thing does double too.
It
Huh?
does double.
Our things are glitched out, like, when we try and type one number, it'll put two of the same number. So if we type one, it'll type 11.